The story of hunters in the East and hunters in the West. Once upon a time, the country of Tosa had two famous people from both sides, the East and the West. One day, the famous hunter from the West came to the hunter from the East and invited him to hunt. "I am the best hunter in the area. West. It is known that he is the best hunter in the East. Today, I took the trouble to come here to invite you on a hunting trip." The hunter in the East said, "Oh, it and number 39. Such an honor to have you invite me like this. So let and number 39 go. Both of us prepare and take the hunting dog into the forest." They went deep into the forest and came across a cave. The hunter in the East said, "This is where I often sleep every time I go to the forest. Every night I come here, and in the morning I go hunting. It and number 39's already dark today, so let and number 39's stop here." After saying that, they entered the cave. The two of them lit a fire, had dinner, and talked all night about their hunting trips. The hunter from the West said, "It and number 39's late, let and number 39's go to sleep." The hunter from the East replied, "Ah, you came from far away, you must be tired. You go ahead and sleep first." The hunter in the West said, "Then I and number 39's ask permission to sleep first." "But you just pretended to sleep, monitoring the situation." The hunter in the East sat smoking by the fire. At that time, right at the entrance to the cave, there was a long object like a woman and number 39's kimono belt hanging down and dangling. The hunter in the East blew his cigarette smoke in that direction and the thing retreated upward. A moment later, it hung down again. Just like that, it hung down and pulled up until nearly morning when the long object did not appear again. A while later, the hunter in the East woke up his friend. "Come on, brother in the West, wake up. It and number 39's still early, but let and number 39's have breakfast and then go hunting." The hunter in the West asked while having breakfast. At night, something strange appeared at the door. "What is it?" The hunter in the East did not answer. The two hunters chased their prey all day. As expected of being skilled hunters, they hunted many wild boars and brought them home to the hunter in the East. The hunter in the West said, "It and number 39's time for me to go home." The hunter in the East asks, "Is that so? So when will you come again?" "Around mid-December next year." So the two friends agreed to meet again. In December of the following year, on the appointed day, the hunter from the East went into the forest and came to the cave to wait for his friend. The hunter from the West also arrived but 2 days late. He went to the house of the hunter in the East and only saw his wife. "My husband said he had an appointment with you, so he went into the forest." The hunter in the West said, "I and number 39's sorry I was so late for the appointment. Having said that, sir, I went into the forest and went to the cave, but I could n and hash 39's see any sign of the hunter in the East. He thought his friend must be here, so he called out and looked around. Then he heard a human voice coming from the corner of the cave. Try listening and there and number 39's a voice like this. Western friend, you and number 39's. Too late. I was swallowed by the python at the cave entrance. But I Don and number 39's hate you. Maybe it and number 39's because your wife gave birth or something happened that made you late. That and number 39. It, please help me take revenge. From this cave, go down about 100 meters and there will be a large stone cave. Pythons live there. I will cry out and quat, oh, and quat. When I finish speaking, you will fire a shot into the cave. It is the voice of the hunter in the east. The hunter on the west side went down about 100 meters and sure enough, he saw a large cave. He loaded bullets into his gun and watched the cave intently. Finally, the sound of "oh" rang out. As soon as the scream ended, he immediately fired a shot into the cave. A sound rang out as if the mountain had cracked and something huge was rolling down. The hunter in the west chased after him and saw a giant python lying dead at the bottom of the valley. He said, "Ah, so we have defeated the python and avenged our friend in the east." Having finished speaking, he climbed back to the deep valley wall, carried the gun and returned to the large cave. Suddenly, he heard whispering. Trying to listen quietly, there was a voice like this. My life was taken by the hunter in the west. You too, please avenge me. Let and number 39. Turn into two people to go to the ceremony, go to his house on New Year and number 39. Eve, ask to sleep, then choose a vulnerable moment to take revenge. The hunter in the west thought, and quat. This is the voice of the python that I shot. And quat. So he hurried down the mountain. He went to the hunter and number 39's house in the east and told his wife everything, then returned to his house. Then came the last day of the year. The western hunter called his wife and children and said, "Everyone, go back to your hometown to celebrate Tet." After sending your wife and children away, he gathered dry leaves and piled them around the house, nailed all the doors, only to open the door. In the evening, two people came to the ceremony and asked to sleep. We missed the way and it was getting dark and we could N and #39 T go anymore. Tonight is New Year and number 39's Eve, there is nowhere for us to stay. Please let us stay for the night. Oh, what a pity. You two just sleep here. Tonight I and number 39 am alone and sad. We talked together. After that, he let the two people into the house, made a big fire, invited them to eat and drink, and talked until night. At that time, the hunter in the west said, "It and number 39's too late, you two should go to sleep." The two guests lay down to sleep and whispered something. The hunter deliberately said loudly for them to hear, "It and number 39's late at night, it and number 39's getting colder." To get more firewood, he then left the house. Once outside, he nailed the door, then set fire to the pile of dry leaves around the house. The fire erupted into a fierce fire. The villagers gathered in panic. Fire! There and number 39's house fire. The hunter reassured the villagers. Dawn and number 39's put out the fire. I have my purpose, I will tell everyone later. So soon the house burned down. I will show everyone this. The hunter said and led everyone to the pile of ashes. When I opened the pile of ashes near the bedroom, I saw two large python bones lying there. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.